All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wait a minute, let me hit record. Yeah, let me hit record. All right, cool. We are hitting
Look
record.
at
All right.
us.
I know.
What?
Look, it's only 7:02. Look, that CPT time be getting better and better. Y'all better don't play with me. Okay, all
We
right.
gotta fool around and be on time. It's gonna be 7 o'clock for real, and we're gonna be already started at 7 o'clock. What you said, I'm just saying, right,
What you
right.
said, what you said. Welcome to your weekly Tripping with Travel from your favorite travel ambassadors. This is Laniva Head, and I am Rhonda House, and we are your travel ambassadors. So we coming to you with some fresh stuff, fresh off the dome today, because we've been going 4 different directions. So we haven't talked about what we're going to talk about, but we're going to talk about something anyway. I just want to say, I'm going to say this right quick. um, Today, as I was okay, first of all, I don't know if a lot of people know, yes, we are travel advisors. I've been a travel advisor with my current company. I've been with them since 17 or 18. Prior to um, working with our current host agency, Laniva and I have both been realtors here in the Nashville area. Uh, Gosh, I've been a realtor since 97. And Laniva and I met just coincidentally. We were with some other people who were trying to do some things, and we met. And me and Laniva have been doing business together for, gosh, 20 something, 20 some odd
Yep,
years. Yeah,
yep,
yeah, yeah.
yep.
So that's where the whole intertwine goes. Not only are we realtors together, um, we've been each other's agent before. um,
Yes, we have.
we've been, if she's a broker and I'm not a broker, then I'm in her company. And then if I'm a broker and she's not a broker, then she's in my company. So this is how long we've
Yeah.
been doing this. And then, we've been doing the travel thing together also. Not only that, let me say this, it's good. You need to recognize who you can do business with. 'Cause everybody can't do business together. And especially for people who, I know everybody needs a side hustle, because if your 401k tanked in the past week, especially, you really need to be doing something on the side. So I'm saying all that to say, not only am I a travel agent and Laniva's a travel agent, my husband is a travel agent. My
Yes.
kids are travel agents.
My
we get
mom is a
paid.
travel agent.
Yes, her mom's a travel. My mom is too. My mom ain't gonna book too much, but she's on that too. You know what I'm saying? She'll straight look. Me and Kim got stranded one time. We was trying to come back early from a cruise, and my mama on the phone. Uh-huh. Yeah, y'all need to get my children back. Y'all need to get my children back. So yeah, she'll work it out. But I say that to say, if you have family members or close friends that you want to do business, you want to get into business with, do it. Do it. um we have a big men's trip that's coming up May, at the end of May. And so my husband is a travel agent, and he's going, this is his group that he's taking, single, just guys only and everything. And they're going to the Rio Latino in Cancun, where they have access to like 4 different resorts and everything, big party resort and everything. So him reminded me final payments is due. And I'm like, okay, so that's what all I've been doing this afternoon. I'm like, ain't this your trip? Why am I doing all the final pay? Why am I following up? But anyway, it's good to have partners in this business, and there's plenty of
Teamwork.
business for everybody. Teamwork makes the dream work. So one thing is, check your passports. Check your passports. For those of you who already have a passport, even if you're going to, like, let's say Mexico, normally you need to have at least 6 months left on before your expiration date on your passport. Check your passports now. That 10 years comes around fast. Mine don't expire till 28. But I'm seeing a lot of people whose passport information I was inputting today, they're coming up. They're expiring the end of this year or early 26. You can apply anytime within, I think it's 12 months of that passport expiring. So you may just want to apply and get that out the way, you know. Another thing, this is just what we do as travel professionals. So I will go in, we once I book your trip, I go into the record locator and I just make sure, first of all, on this particular trip, we had them all a connecting flight coming back. They've got a connecting flight in Houston going out, and they originally had a connecting flight coming back. Well, I saw a non-stop flight coming back. So I get the record locator number. I go directly to the airline, and I had everybody change to the non-stop on the way back. When I'm looking at the everybody's record locator, their airline record locator, I'm looking and like for instance on Southwest, as soon as I pull it up, there's a red message that there's no passport information in there for some of the people. This is one reason why we always ask for you to send us a picture, take a snapshot of your passport. Because we don't want you to get to the airport and be, get your feelings hurt, whatever. You can't get on the flight, whatever. So we as travel professionals, we go in and put in everybody's passport information just to save you a few minutes when you get to the airport. Because if you don't have that passport information on file, you have to go to the desk. Whether you're checking bags or not, you're not going to be able to get a boarding pass if your passport information is not online with your airline. So we go in and do all of that. We make sure that the passport, because a lot of our people may not travel as often as we do, you know. Yeah, we have global entry and everything because we travel a lot. But for those people who don't, we go in and put in all the information to save you some time, to save you some stress, especially if you may be running late. You just never know. You may be running late and you need to get your boarding pass. So that way you can use the little kiosk, put your passport in there, use the kiosk as opposed to having to go to the desk. So those are just some of the things that a travel advisor does for you. A good travel advisor does for you. Like, once I book the flights, I see a nonstop. Ooh, honey, that's right up my alley. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go in there and change everybody's flight. In fact, changing it to the nonstop was $10 cheaper. I know it ain't a whole lot, but I like we look out for our people.
We
So
do.
that's the thing to consider. Why you should use a travel advisor because Expedia and them and all them other online travel agencies, those faceless corporations, those faceless websites, they don't do all that for you. They don't make sure that you're gonna be straight before you get there. Um, and again, like I said, this travel is a business that you can do, with your partner, with your significant other, with your friend, with your whoever. So that's just some, food for thought. Go ahead, Lanita.
Food for thought. And child, we have been around each other so long that I have lost count how many years we have known each other.
I know.
But I did. I got in real estate in what 2000, 2001, something like that. It's been a long time,
Yeah.
about
Yep.
25 years. So it's been a long time.
At
And
least 20. Mm-hmm.
iron sharpens iron. So you connect with people who are, like minded, progressive, forward thinking people. And when I tell you my best brainstorming thinking time is 2 a.m., hers is too. Like what you doing, brain just on smoking because
Woo.
we brainstorming, we thinking, we coming up with things, coming up with ways to pivot, to diversify our portfolios, things like that. The
Mm-hmm.
word says have multiple streams of income, and so we do. And so, if realtors out there, I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of. If you want to get more listings, I've been on my class. Let me show you how. We said a lot of those because people are trying to make sure with the things that are going on in these great United
Mm-hmm.
States of America that their income source continues. And so here we are letting you
Mm-hmm.
know that if you are that person that's always putting everything together for everybody, putting together the big line dance group trips, putting together the crochet group trips, the book club group trips, if that's you, there is a way to do that and generate an income and at the same time. So, you know,
Right.
we are ambassadors because we have taken the time to not only educate ourselves on the industry. I've been doing this for you said 2017, so I've been 2018. So what's that? 7 years for me,
Mm-hmm.
8 for you. And
Mm-hmm.
so and so I'm saying that to say that it's legitimate business. It's a $8 trillion industry, and travel is the number one search word on Google. So if you're looking for that niche and you were already doing it anyway,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can
why
come
not
on
get
up.
paid for
Oh, we
what you're
show you.
doing? And we'll
That's
show you.
it.
Drop a heart
Mm-hmm.
in the comments. Send us a direct message. You have our contact information. We'd be happy to talk more to you about that. But listen, before I jump over to my ideas, I had some ideas on things to do locally sometimes. But
Amen.
I have the do as I say, not as I do section apparently of this show. So one time she made a mistake that you get to learn from, and I'm gonna tell you, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
Do as I say, not as I do. Do you remember, Rhonda,
Oh my God.
so many years ago when we had to meet in Chattanooga because I had left my passport?
Woo! Woo! Look, look, look. And I said, where am I gonna have to break in? Well, damn, let me go put my other shoes on. Yeah, I'm that ride or die. You need me? What? Do I need to break into your house? She was like, no. I was like, oh, okay, because I was ready. Ski mat finna pull ski mat down with what? I'm ready to roll. You ain't said
She
nothing but a
was.
word. Look, and from all these years of selling HUD properties and all the foreclosures I got a ring of keys. I look like the janitor. You can hear me coming when I see the keys. I was like, I bet I got a key to your house. I bet I got a key. I bet I can get in. I bet I can get in.
Listen, listen. When I tell you, it ain't no better
Woo,
friend than
woo.
the one that will break in your house for you with reckless abandon on the drop of a dime. You just call and ask. There ain't no better friend. Listen,
Yes. We've
so
done some things.
I done packed up my whole life to go on this cruise, and
Mm-hmm.
it was coming out of somewhere. Oh no, it was not a cruise. It was a fly-in, and we was going to Jamaica. So I done
Yeah.
packed up my whole life and flew to Atlanta. I was excited. I happened to get me a rental car because I always go in the day before wherever we need to go. So I flew into Atlanta, meeting up with my friend, get my rental car, and messing around and realized I don't have my passport. So I had a rental car,
Yes.
but I had just flown to Atlanta. I'm gonna have to drive back home 4 hours to get this stupid passport. I called Rhonda. I said, "Hey, girl, what you doing?" Would you believe? No joke. She was packing up the car to bring the kids to Chattanooga to go to the aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yep.
was the halfway point between home and Atlanta. And I'm like, wait, for real? When? Man, we about to leave out. Okay, listen, if I I can get you in my house, can you go in there? It's on the bed. I can tell you exactly where it's at.
And it was laying
Man,
right there on the bed too.
we made some phone calls. I got her in the house, and she met me in Chattanooga. So yes, I had to drive my. I was so glad I had that rental car. Rode the rental car
Yes.
back up to Chattanooga. Met up. Choop, choop, passport. Thank you. Drove
Keep
back
it
to
going.
Atlanta. Now I'm tired. Right? I'm supposed to be having
Mm-hmm.
a good time in Atlanta until it's time to fly out to Jamaica. But now I'm exhausted because I have flown, now driven one way and back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when you pack your
Mm-hmm.
stuff, pack your passport first.
Amen.
Make sure whatever bag you put it in is the bag that's going with you. If you're a
Mm-hmm.
purse changing person, make sure the purse you put your passport in is the purse you take it with you on the trip.
That's
Because
right.
a sister was about to be left behind. Left behind.
Yes.
Thank you again, girl. She saved my life, honey. Boy, she
Mhm.
saved my life. But
And that's
do as I say,
expensive. Yeah,
not as I do.
that's right. That's right.
I
I'm
tell
telling
you, you
you.
can't make these things up. This happened for real.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, but listen, have you been yet to the Uncle Nearest distillery
No, I
in
haven't. No, I
Rutherford
have not
County?
been there yet.
I think
Yes,
it's
I've
in
heard it's
Shelby.
wonderful, but no, I haven't been there yet.
So people sometimes are trying to figure out what they can do in between a trip. Like while they
Mm-hmm.
waiting to go somewhere, they itching to do something. They want to do something local. Uncle Nearest, the great granddaughter, she brilliant. No joke. That place is so nice, and the liquor is so good. The Tennessee whiskey.
I know that's
So the whole story behind it is, the Jack Daniels distilling process
right. Mm-hmm.
created by none other than Uncle Nathan Nearest, a
Mm-hmm.
former slave
Mm-hmm.
who added one step to the bourbon making process that they did overseas, which is they would filter water through charcoal to get all the nastiness out and make it. So he was like, gotta be a way to make this whiskey taste better. Filter it through charcoal. Boom. In come Tennessee whiskey. But
Right.
because of the relationship he had with the Jack Daniels dude, they had befriended or whatever, and you know, he had been working
Mm-hmm.
on the land that guy bought, showing him how to do what he was doing. Well, anyway, fast forward all these hundreds of years later, all these many, many years later, they have put Uncle Nearest on the map, and
Yes.
they have the distillery, they have the horses that they maintain, they have a barbecue restaurant. It's really good. If you like to eat,
Mhm.
I like to
Yeah.
eat. So if you're a foodie, get your foodie on. And they have the largest bar. That thing just winds around and around and around all through the facility. The huge,
Mm-hmm.
huge. And you just go in there, pop a seat, pop a squat, find your
Yes, it.
spot. And the gift shop actually has things in it that you might actually want to buy and use. Like most little tourist attractions, which this isn't a little tourist attraction, but most tourist attractions have the little cheesy gift shop that's like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
a t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
oh, a glass. No, no, no. They got stuff you might actually want, including a Divine Nine section. And so they got stuff for the Kappas, the Qs, the Sigmas,
Okay.
SG Rose, the Deltas, all of them in there. And who did I leave out? If I left out any, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but
No, you fine.
the alphas, the AKAs, excuse me.
That's right.
Um, so they were very deliberate, and they have a whole hallway filled with nothing but awards. Number one this, number one that, best this, best that, best this, best that. So that's a fun thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's out I-24 off of the Shelby, exit
Yeah, it's in
81,
Shelbyville. It's like an
Shelbyville.
hour. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a fun experience. It's nice playing, lovely, and then um,
One other spot
I
you
think
can
it,
do if you're on that whiskey tip, because
yeah,
okay, so Uncle Nearest is in Shelbyville, and then like
mm-hmm,
Jack Daniels is down in Lynchburg, and
yep,
you can also do George Dickel. If you drink whiskey, you can George Dickel's another good one, and that's over in Tullahoma, which is headed that way. Coming out of
yes.
Nashville, it's still on 24 going like towards Chattanooga. So you can check out George Dickel. as well as Uncle Nearest.
Liking that, loving that. Just they get a heart for me, a big
Yes.
heart. Um, oh, I was gonna tell you. So I got a friend of mine. I went to school with. He has this bus. He has this company called Soul of America,
Mm-hmm.
and it takes you on a trip through Nashville and stops at different historically black locations and
Okay,
museums.
cool.
Hmm. And so a lot of times, like there was one he did, one of my friends, she got her church folks together.
Mm-hmm.
They go to Belmont, some a church over by Belmont. Got their friends together and rented out the bus, and he took them on a tour and drove them around. And you know how you get on the sightseeing activities and you have the person who tells you where you are and
Yeah,
does the
yeah.
whole speech and all that. So he does all of that.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
and Soul of America tours. And so I'm super proud of that. So I am actually helping a family put together their family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to put that on the list of things to do. So they go by the National Museum of African American Music. They go down Jefferson Street to Mr. Lorenzo's spot on Jefferson Street, music spot
Mm-hmm.
there. Um, Different places around town. And so I'm going to put them on the list. And you just get on there, bus air condition. He's about as silly as we are.
That's good. That's
um,
good.
that's another thing. Like when you looking at stuff to do around town, which we can help you with those things too. There's some concerts coming up. You going to the I know we're going to see a King, but are
Oh,
you
yes.
going to the Queens with Patti
No, I'm
LaBelle
not.
or Karen?
No, I'm not doing that one this time. Like, just went and saw MC Light
Yeah,
last
the
Wednesday.
winery. Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, and that was big fun. And then what else was I doing? In June, we've got Ali Sadiq is going to be at the Ryman. If y'all have
Yeah.
never done the Ryman in Nashville, Tennessee, it's an experience. The Ryman, and I know everybody thinks, oh, it's nothing but country music here. No, it's everybody's music here. Everybody's music is here. And the Ryman is actually a church, and they've converted it more or less into it's an experience. The Ryman has a sound like nowhere else to me. I mean, and it's a beautiful spot. So now we're doing Ali Sadiq, comedian, that's in June, and Akeem Ali, that's out in Madison. We're doing that one, yeah. So definitely. And speaking on what Laniva was talking about, listen, if you want to, let's say a big you're a big Memphis Grizzlies fan, and you want to take, your group, your friends, your whatever, and you want to do a group trip even locally like that, where, we give us a call, because we set those up all the time. We rent buses. We'll get the bus for you, help you coordinate all of that. I did a real big Pittsburgh Steelers trip one year,
Hmm.
where we flew people. It's a big contingent. Any city has a large contingent of certain teams that they like, and so we
Yeah.
had flights. We had round trip flights to Pittsburgh to see. They were playing. I think they were playing Cincinnati. It was like a battle of uh, those local AFC teams were playing or whatever.
Yeah.
So we flew them there. Then we had transportation to the hotel. That included the game tickets, transportation to the stadium and back, and then a dinner for everybody. So there's plenty of ways that we can put it together. I mean, listen, you don't have to be a travel agent. If you just want us to put your groups together, we'll do it all day long. We do it, and there's plenty of ways to do that, you know. And then we can show you how you can, you may can get your trip for free, if you the one putting the group together,
Yep.
there's plenty of ways we can do that. So yeah, but yeah, football season coming up, and y'all know me. We stay gone to wherever. I'm a Roll Tide fan.
Roll
I'm a
Tide.
Roll Tide fan. I'm a diehard fan, just cause it pisses so many people in my family and close friends off because they're out of
That's your
Tennessee.
reason?
Yes, that's the whole reason why I started it. Yes, but then I've grown to love Alabama, and so anyway, as I was saying, um, we go wherever they going, wherever somebody playing, I'm going. So we can put those together. Like if it's your team, it's your like Lanique was saying, it's your knitting club. You do your crocheting club. Your kids play on a soccer team, and y'all just want to have some type of get together for your group, for the team parents or whatever, holler at us. We can hook that up.
Yep. Some folks always go to the casino. That little church, the church folk want to go to. I know. Back to the church
Heathens.
Here I go again. We went from the saints. But
I know.
anyway,
She done
the
went
church
from
folk.
join us for our spiritual trip to Israel, and we're gonna stop at the casino on the way back, all on the same Sunday. I know. We just I'm ready to say
Yes.
that.
So the church folk like to take the group
They
bus
do.
to the casino.
Yeah.
We can put together for you. Or what you trying to do? Concerts,
That's
we
it.
get the concert tickets, the games, we get the game tickets,
Mm-hmm.
majors and minors. So it's not just, the SEC championship games. It's the NFL. It's the Masters. It's
It's
all
whatever
of
you
that.
want to see. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the concerts and all that. So if you're trying to put something together like that, let us know and we can help you take that load off your back. Or if you the person that's always putting it together for everybody else, let us know so we can show you how to monetize that. So
Right.
in this situation in these great United States of America that we live in right now, what is your plan B? Because I'm
Plan B,
sorry,
C,
praying for
D,
you if
E.
you in that FG.
I'm over on J
Rising
now.
that
You know what I'm
whole
saying?
alphabet.
I'm way down the alphabet. But yeah, there's plenty of way. And at this point, I'm just to the point where I just like to get out and enjoy life, you know, uh, keeping it simple. So there's plenty of ways that you can do that. And it don't
Yeah.
have to be real stressful to you. Don't think that, oh, I could never put all this together. Oh, it's easier than you think. So just give us a holler. If you want us to, we'll run it for you.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to ask you. Did you go to the grand opening for Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre's little
No, I did
spot
not.
with
No.
Lil Jen?
That's because I'm cheap. I'm not gonna pay $40 a park downtown Nashville. I'm not. See, I'm from here. We people that's from here, y'all think we go downtown all the time. We go downtown every night. No, we don't. Because
We
we remember
don't.
what this used to be. So no, I'm not paying $40 a park. I'm not. No.
Well, the
I'm
still
not
Jen
wearing
Lounge
cowboy
is
boots.
open
I'm not wearing
now.
cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. No, I'm just not doing it.
I did that for my birthday. I did the bar hopping on
Oh,
Broadway.
okay, yeah.
We
Yeah.
went to the rooftops and stuff like that because in all of these years, and we grew up in Nashville. We grew up in Nashville, and all these years, I had never done that. It was really just about doing something I hadn't done before. So I did put on my
Yeah.
cowboy hat and my boots.
Okay.
I was a country girl for a few minutes.
Oh, I know. I know. I understand. I understand.
But this was fun off the dome. I like off the dome. We did that.
Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So again, this has been Tripping on Travel with
We don't
Laniva Head
travel.
and Rhonda House. We'll try to be back Thursday. We weren't on this past Thursday. The weather's been wicked here in the Middle Tennessee area. My internet and my electricity was up and down out here, and just the barometric pressure be having my head just thumping and everything. So we'll try to be back on this Thursday. And again, just give us a holler if y'all need our help. You know where to find us. You can also find us at travelwitheve.com and travelwithrhonda.com. And don't forget myLaborDayTrip.com. Come on and go with us because we're going to have a good time. And in fact, on that one, I'm going to be in Florida first for another function, and then I'm going to join everybody there later that day when we get started on the Labor Day trip. So, yeah, y'all come on out with us.
Yeah, they feeling up. They feeling up. We want to see you in the spot.
Amen and amen. All right. Again, we will catch y'all on Thursday. Y'all have a good one.